Well, David, Caroline, I'm really interested in hearing about this experience that you have planned, breaking the barrier. It sounds exciting.
Yeah, it is. Feels incredibly exciting. It's the culmination of I don't know how many years of talking and working together, and eventually coming to a place where we felt our life experience had distilled this, and we wanted to offer it to others.
It is very exciting, first of all, to be working with Caroline in this way after all this time, and exciting to take what we have learned and experienced over the years into a space which I believe, and we believe, will enable people to see themselves and their roles as mentors and sponsors in a quite different light. In a quite different light. The experience of barrier is one of undistracted communication, both with yourself and with the world around you and with others, because there is nothing except beauty, and that is a wonderful opportunity.
So when you say the experience of barrier, you mean Great Barrier Island?
Great Barrier Island, yes.
Mm. And so tell me about the shape of this event that you'll be holding.
Well, the event starts with travelling from Auckland City, which is a sprawling metropolis, and on this particular event in November 2010, people will be leaving from Mangere Airport and travelling by small plane to Great Barrier Island, which sits at the entrance to the Hauraki Gulf and the tip of the Coromandel Peninsula. And the island is a continuation of Coromandel Peninsula's mountain range, so it's exactly the same terrain. It essentially has a spine down the middle of the island and slopes on one side to river flats and then pristine white sand beaches with pretty good surf if the conditions are right. And then the other side is more rocky coves. And Karaka Bay, where we'll end up at the Arama OPC site, is actually more of the rocky cove, kind of like Queen's Charlotte Sound and Marlborough Sounds. That kind of environment. And in that valley there's 300 acres which form the Arama property, and that's part of a wildlife reserve with a bird sanctuary and also a simply lovely bay with beautiful views and sloping valley, hillside and regenerating New Zealand bush. So
there are bushwalks and natural activities in the area?
Yes, there are, and those are built on by the presence of the Sir Edmund Hillary Outdoor Pursuit Centre, which can offer all sorts of outdoor experiences, both challenging and fun and play, and we will be working in partnership with them. And the site itself, Arama, has been in existence since 1965. And there's a range of accommodation there for breaking the barrier event. We'll be using small cabins. People will usually have their own room. In fact, they'll always have their own room. And most of the cabins are set on a hillside with a lovely view. Simple but comfortable enough accommodation, and then big spaces that are kind of like a ski lodge.
Sure. And so there'll be time for people to be enjoying that wilderness environment.
Yes, we'll be gathering for a weekend from Friday afternoon to Sunday afternoon, and in that space there'll be a rhythm of seminar presentations and group discussions and group interactions and guided reflections, and then time for people to have space for themselves and time for people to have conversations with one another. And it's often those conversations on an event that you can't plan or manage, but they can be just as important as anything David or I might offer. And that's the part we can't even measure at the moment. We just hope that people will make the most of one another as well.
And what do you think using this specific space may help you achieve?
Well, from my very first experience of it, when I arrived from the city and, if you like, just stepped into this extraordinary, calm, powerful beauty, there was nothing to take me away from where I was. And so every experience I had, whether it was a sensory experience or whether it was a relational experience, talking to somebody, it heightened everything that happened around me. And I was jokingly saying to Caroline that, it's rare in my life that I've been speechless. And that certainly happened there. And it became evident that this was something that really needed to be explored in relation to the work we have done over the years with groups and individuals. The opportunity to be in that kind of a space, all by itself, without any other input, can be transformative.
So you found that this particular space allows you to focus on the experiences you're having,
Yes.
whatever those may be?
Yes. Very, very powerfully.
Well, I can imagine that it would be an exciting space to work in.
It was. It was both calm and absolutely energy-filled. A paradox, but absolutely true.
And yes, it does seem to be an exciting opportunity to build on that. The capacity the space itself has to cause individuals to focus, to actually then offer some input which we hope will actually give people room to become more of who they are, not more of who anyone else expects them to be, but to actually follow where their own interior calling leads them, and to expand into that and feel comfortable and come home to themselves. That's what we're most hoping to offer and to see for people.
And so you'd be offering this particularly in guided discussions and seminars?
Yes, there will be about 5 times in the course of the weekend where we'll spend time with one another in that way. And then there will be some integrated times with the OPC offerings of outdoor experience and experiences that take people one step beyond where they might be normally expecting themselves to go.
A little out of their comfort zone.
Yeah, just one step beyond what they might normally expect themselves to do.
Sure.
And the nice thing about OPC is it's not like they kind of toss you to the wolves. They actually really understand that it takes real courage for a person to move beyond that boundary, and they really offer the support for that to happen in a safe but challenging way. And we have confidence in their ability to do that.
So basically people are going to be having intellectual and contemplative discussions with you in groups, and then they're going to be moving out and having physical encounters with the wilderness, also in groups and guided by experts.
Yes, that is exactly what we are hoping to offer
That
and
sounds
expecting
fantastic.
to offer.